Alright guys, so we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video today. So I used to do videos like these a while back where essentially you guys will see me enter positions, exit positions. This isn't going to be a breakdown, this is going to be a live trading video on one of my trading days that I had, I believe it was earlier this week. So I took 2 trades on this video. You guys are going to see me take a loss, and then you guys are going to see me talk about the thought process behind that trade, why I took a loss, and then you guys are also going to see me make that loss back plus way more. And then I'm going to be getting into our multiple, I'm going to be getting into risk management, and then you guys are going to be able to actually see me in action taking the position from literally start to finish. Now the thing with my second trade is it did run to full TP for a total of a 6R multiple, but I wanted to get out of the position a little bit early just simply because I wanted to secure that 3.5R multiple, which ended up being a green day for me of like roughly 2.7R or so. And you'll really see me get into the trade overall. So I want to give a shout out to one of my students whose name is Sky. So yesterday he ended up making $15,000 on his 200K funded account on Leveled Up, and on the same day he made those $15,000 he requested a withdrawal for the full amount, which he doesn't have the 90% add-on, he only has the 80-20 split, and he made a total profit of $12,684 that was already paid out to him on his 200K account, which he got the money within like an hour and a half of him requesting his payout on his USDT wallet. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to him. And for those of you guys that also want to get funded 200K and have the availability and the options to get paid out every 24 hours. So one question we've actually been getting asked a lot is, are we charging for 24-hour payouts? And for us, our payout system is standard, so we're not charging anybody anything to actually request their payouts on a daily basis. You can request a payout on Saturday and receive it within the first hour or two of it actually being requested, since our payouts are currently right now in crypto. So if you guys want to get funded 200K and get the chance to trade with real funds, then I'll put a little bit of a pop-up here for you guys to go check out Leveled Up, and then of course get funded up to $200,000, and you can keep up to 90% of your profits plus daily payouts. Trading a Leveled Up funded account is basically like trading a live account because you get your money on demand. So these are all of my trades that I've taken so far on September. Yesterday got chopped up a bit. So for September, my biggest red day is $24,000. My biggest green day right now is $21,000. Now, the problem with my biggest red day on Tuesday was actually I had my biggest red day after my biggest green day on this trading account in August. So after that 95K day is when I actually gave back a portion of those profits and lost $24,000, which is why I had a red day that was actually that large, because my confidence was just kind of like through the roof at that point in time after an 100K day, and I ended up losing 2 trades for roughly like $12,500 each, which ended up losing 24K. Overall for September though, I'm in the green, $42,000, which is great. My current win rate right now is a little bit low in terms of my trades. I have a 44% win rate, and then an average R multiple of a 2.10 at a $42,000 profit for the month so far, which if we look at my green days versus my red days, I only have 2 red days. The rest of the days are green days, and today actually I ended up missing a huge trade, and I ended up still making $24,000 today, which is still pretty great. So it kind of matches my biggest red day. It's not like the greatest trading month for me right now. Last month I did way better. In August, you guys can see my only 2 red days is what I had in August, and both were on a Monday. Funny enough, my biggest red day in August was 10K, and then my biggest green day was $95,000. Now I did take bigger losses Like I had like a 15, 16K loss in August that I ended up making like a 30 or like a 35, $36,000 trade, making that back. But I'm talking about in terms of red days and green days. August was phenomenal. September, I'm still green. I'm still doing good, but not as good I was doing in August. So I have to go back into my journal and I have to review what's going on, if I'm making any mistakes. Yesterday, of course, I did actually make a mistake, which is why I took a loss yesterday. I jumped into a trade way too early, and then it ended up stopping me out and then playing out in my favor, and I would have made a ton of money yesterday, but I got stopped out early because of I let my emotions get the best of me. That's just what part of trading is. You're always going to be human. You're never going to trade perfectly. You're not going to be a robot. Anyways, when it came down to like yesterday's loss of like $13,500, I mean, bro, I literally took the trade too early, got stopped out by 3-4 points, and then price just dumped in my favor. That would have been like a 6R trade. But the more important thing is you live and you learn. You just have to learn from those mistakes. You're never going to trade perfectly, but it's about coming back from those losses and how you can effectively continue to refine yourself as a trader and refine your own trading strategies overall. So you guys will kind of see that in today's video as well. What's good, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to another trading session. So I want to review my kind of pre-market notes here of what I've also sent in the Discord here as well, and what I'm expecting with price action today. So 1ES currently is still in an overall bearish market condition. If we look at the 4-hour time frame right now, currently on these lower time frames, we are seeing price action pull back. We have just seen right now price action take out these previous structure highs and go on and make new highs for the day. So the main setup I'm going to be looking for today is going to be a bounce play short off of this 54.72 key level. If we can see that successfully happen, then I'm going to be looking to take these shorts down into 54.33. Now the market did just open, so I am going to allow price action some time to, of course, develop and hopefully give me that push and pull back into the 54.73s, and then we'll kind of see if we can get any aggressive selling kind of step in, or maybe we get some absorption up here at the 54.73s for me to execute on this type of bounce play on a short. If we could see that, then we most definitely can look for that move to the downside. So level, so it's not just like 54.73 exactly, it's like the 54.70s is where I would start to look for some possible short opportunities here, because again, it's like it's an overall range. I just know I would like my stop loss if I do go short in this area to be about 54.73. So this situation, I'm going to be looking for a bounce play to go short, with the overall trend still being pretty bearish. I would like to see that bounce play short, especially if this is kind of like a 50% type of pullback here. Now, if we do see price break above, I would look to see and establish if buyers do defend and hold price above 54.73. If we do see that, then I look to take longs up into like the 54.82s for a scalp, maybe even like a long-term push into like the 55.09s or the 55.10s. But overall, the main play that I'm going to be looking for right now is going to be that push to the upside. Now, if we did see price action just kind of dump over session, wouldn't take a break of the lows here, I would probably just look for a break and retest setup here at the 54.33s. There's a pretty good chance that we are going to see price action continue to dump on the day, just kind of trying to wait for price action to develop and for price action to push into one of these two major key levels. I did kind of entertain, got some aggressive selling picking up here at the 68s. Had some aggressive selling down here as well. Delta is still bullish, as you guys can see. The Delta actually picked up, went out of 41.63 on the Delta. So we got some aggressive buying coming in here. We have 11.30 on volume. If I were to execute on shorts right now, it would be very aggressive. I'm gonna take a stab at some shorts here. I like how these 70s are. I like how these 70s are holding. If they're gonna hold one more time, I'd probably execute on short because we're rejecting the bottom of the range. We're trading back below these 70s. So you guys can see like the steep drop off in the Delta. More and more aggressive selling came in here on this candlestick. I think I might take I might give shorts a chance here. Just keep the stop super tight on this one. Gonna wait and see how this candlestick closes. All right, I'm gonna give shorts I'm gonna give shorts a try here. If it doesn't work out, I'm gonna keep my stops tight. Anyways, stop loss is gonna be like up here at the 71.5s. So if we look at this previous candlestick, we can see all of the aggressive buying up here in the 70s, but so far we have a failure of price action to follow through with these buyers here at the 70s. You guys could see the delta here on the bid and the ask. You guys can see the volume pick up here as well. I didn't like, well, technically, I did like how we did see all of this aggressive buying, but we had a failure to push through the 70s for 10 minutes or so. So sellers really were defending these 70s, which is why I decided to actually execute here at the 70s. So now let's just see if we can get a follow through with these sellers. Again, like, you know, not going like super heavy on the risk here. Gonna keep my stops really tight on this one here, like at the 71.5s, just in case price does decide to like push above it. So I think, you know, honestly, I think stops here at the 72.25s would probably be a little bit safer here. So not really crazy on the risk either on either accounts here. So we got some aggressive selling coming in. So what the trade looks like right now is I'm short around the 54.68.5, short here. Stops are up here. And then like overall TP would be down here. This would be a 5R if that hits. Could go break even here at the 63.5s. This is what the trade basically looks like right now. Got some aggressive selling coming that stepped in down here. So you guys can see, like, look at the 70s. Look at all the pending liquidity that we have here at the 70s. We have 270 contracts sitting here at 54.70. I'm gonna close it. Cut the loser short here. All right. I'm gonna be looking for another rejection here at the 73.25s. What was good about that last position was I cut the loser really quick, because you guys could see, I mean, that would have just stacked and stacked and stacked, and then a lot of people give back a ton of profits that way, not cutting their losers quick. All right, guys. So as you can see, right now with price action, we do have price holding up quite nicely. I'm gonna execute myself on some shorts here. Executed myself on some shorts here. Let me talk about these shorts really quick. So I did contemplate taking shorts here at the 78s. The reason why is because we did have all of these orders come in and hit the bid or hit the ask. As you guys see, there's 1,800 orders that came in and actually hit the ask. We had price hold that quite nicely with this aggressive buying coming in. We didn't have any follow through with these buyers here. Now we did have price action dump back below the 73.25s here, which is why I decided to actually short. Didn't want to take the shorts up here because we were trading back above resistance, so I waited for price action to get a little bit below resistance. So you guys can see I executed a little bit later than I actually would have liked to on this position. My stops are just simply going to go back above resistance here again. Just want to see volume come in and push price essentially all the way down into these 63s here. Don't want to really see like any big crazy pullbacks or anything, especially that we have this big breakout to the downside. We had a lot of passive selling sort of stepping in here, and then the following candlestick held that range. You know what, like I missed out on like a really great entry, but it is what it is. It's not, you're not always gonna get like the perfect entry with price action. So I am planning to stop out above these 74s here, just in case if price were to get back above this key level here, and if I get stopped out, then I'm just gonna call it a day. If price just decides to continue to actually dump, that's essentially what I would be looking for here. I'm not looking for price action to hold below these 72.5s is where ideally I would like price action to hold below, but overall my stops are going to be above these 74s over here. So let's just kind of see how this position plays out, how price develops over the next few minutes or so. Long-term TP on this is going to be the structure point here at the 54.47s. So in terms of our multiple, this is kind of what we're looking at here right now. Where's my entry? Roughly around the 54.70s, so around here. We got price action dumping right now. So we're up a 1R practically. We just hit a 1R. Can I move my stops to break even? Sure. So we're shooting for like a 5R here on the day for the overall TP. Looking for new selling to come in. I want to see new selling step in here below these 66s where we struggled to break last time. 1308 at 68, and then we have 700 here. There we go. It's a nice clean breakout to the downside. Clean breakout to the downside. Definitely could go risk free here. Whoops, let's do stop loss. Stops are gonna go break even here. Yeah, buy market stop. Already up a 2R. I could have closed it and made back my loss plus some, but I want to really try and shoot for this longer term target. I don't like that rejection that we're seeing towards that structure point. So you guys could see what I want to see now with price is if you look at where like all this volume is and all this selling is, we have 600 over here, 870 over here, 789, and then 1308 here on the bid. So this is definitely a price range I would like to see sellers continue to hold. Wouldn't like to see any buying step in above this area here for some follow through, for some continuation from this level, because it's where like the majority of selling is stepping in. So now I just want to see essentially like a straight flush to the downside. If we reject these lows again, that could be a sign for me to close a position at a scalp. And I'm trying not to micromanage my position too much, but this is a previous support range. So if buyers are going to come in somewhere, they're probably going to come in along this area here. Let's just see if we can get these next candlesticks to start trading below and closing below. If they could do that successfully, we could see some selling step in below these 63s, and that'll be a good sign for me to continue to hold these shorts. If not, it would probably be best to get out. And again, I'm trying not to micromanage my position here, but I'm down right now currently like 7 grand on the day. So I mean, if I close it right now, I make back my loss plus 1R. So this is like one of those hard points in your trading day. It's like, do you hold, do you close? I'm gonna hold it. If this candlestick closes above, I'll close it. If this candlestick closes under, I'll hold it. If not, you know, we see like a huge push up and a break even on the day, well, there'll be it. I'll call it a day. All right, guys, so I'm gonna draw my stop slack candlestick high. There we go. This candlestick high is going to be 54.67. 54.67 flat or 54.67 yeah, 54. There we go. We're getting a nice dump. Boom. Nice dump. As we approach VWAP, I'm going to secure it here. Unless we can just get new selling just to step right in. I'm going to secure it here on this position. I'm holding on my other account. All right, we're bouncing off VWAP. I'm going to close it. Record. And that's going to be it on the trading day today, guys. As you guys can see, took a loss in the morning, made that loss back. All right, guys, so I hope you guys kind of enjoyed and gained value from the little snippets of the full live trading video. Like I said before, if you guys want access to view the whole live trading video, because I'm not going to put a 35-minute long video onto this YouTube video. If you guys want the full video, then make sure you guys go to the link in the description. I'll have it there where you can get access to the completely free course, and then it'll be at the very bottom of the course, so you'll see it there, live trade, and I'll put the date of the actual trade itself. And then other than that, guys, I'm gonna try and get more vlogs posted on the channel. I know a ton of you guys have been requesting me to post vlogs, so we're gonna try and get that done, and we'll see you guys in the next video.